Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave. Today we're doing an open the box of Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition Game Design Ben Hall. Alright, it comes from GMT Games. I first saw this couple of open the boxes, one with ID Jester's channel, another one on Rough Swordsman. And there's something in here that I desire quite a bit. So I went out and I saw an upgrade kit, and that's what I ordered. And this is what I received as the deluxe edition of the game. But one thing they didn't do that I am going to do is I'm going to show you a comparison. So here's the box, Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition. Here's the original Solitaire Fields of Fire, and it is half the size of this box. So comparison upon it, you can see the difference in the box size. Literally, it is literally half the size of the box. So and this box is jammed full of all the cards and the rules. The only thing I don't have inside it right now are the counters because I got them in a separate container. But I wanted to show you that. Okay. So now that I did that, Fields of Fire Deluxe Update Kit. So that's what this says it is. So maybe this is exactly what I ordered. Maybe I just misinterpreted it as Deluxe Edition, but this is the Deluxe Update Kit. Fields of Fire is a solitaire game system that puts you in the role of the rifle company commander in conflicts through the 20th and 21st century. It uses no dice or standard paper maps and is instead run by 2 card decks. The terrain decks are based on a specific region and are used to build the maps for the various missions your company must perform. Okay, then there's an action deck. Okay, here we go. This update kit provides all the components needed to upgrade your first or second edition Fields of Fire Volume 1 to the expanded and improved Deluxe Edition, presenting all 31 missions in redesigned mission books that follow the 9th U.S. Infantry Regiment across 4 historical campaigns. Brand new training manuals and an extra standalone mission are also included to help newcomers and provide a refresher for those coming back to the game before tackling the full campaigns. Included are 3 sheets of counters and a guide on what needs to be replaced and what is new. All right, so of course solitaire suitability is a 9, complexity is a 6. Now, it's very important for me this time around. I'm going to show you when we get in there. In fact, I'll talk about it then. Let's see. Can I tear this? We're going to get my knife. Better grab my knife. All right. Let's get this shrink wrap off of here. Okay. And let's see what we got here. Now, this is very interesting. So this is the upgrade kit. So I didn't think it was when I saw the board, or the box. But although I will say this, on GMT's website, they said the update kit comes in with the new box, which makes sense that the new box would look like the game. Threw me off. Thought I got something I didn't quite order, but I take it back. I did not. This is the upgrade kit, which is really what I ordered and what I'm excited about getting. Okay, and so on the back is the whole sheet here for the upgrade kit, because this is, sorry, I got the box open. This is for the new game. All right. Cool. So we got the little paper that gives the description. Very nice. Okay. First thing we get, Fields of Fire Series Rules, 3rd edition. Second thing I have to do is grab my reading glasses. Helps me describe what I'm looking at. There is quite a bit in this. There's 96 pages altogether in this 3rd edition. But I do believe that as you read the introduction, you get here to this stop box and it tells you if you're unfamiliar with Fields of Fire or you need a refresher on the rules, find the field manuals and follow the exercises there, which are intended to teach you the concepts and rules of the game. This rule book is intended as a rules reference, is not organized in such a manner as to teach the game. So you're not expected to go sit down and read 96 pages of rules. But as you can see, there's lots of examples. It's full color, and they give you a lot of examples on how things work. So when you're going through this, you can refer back to a section. You'll see lots of examples to help you get through this. Okay, so now we have the rules. Okay, this is what I was after right here. These field manuals. I'm an old Army guy and I know what field manuals are. This is FM Field Manual 7-10. Looks a lot like them. They're always that kind of yellowish, dirtied up manuals. But in this, we have our introduction and the table of contents. So how to use the rule book, the basic gameplay, the platoon assault course. So activation and movement, attacking the enemy position, potential contact, and a company assault course. So assaulting a known position, potential contact system, and adding communications, and then the afterwards. So this is our training manual right here. And I'm going to go through this. Now, the thing I'm not sure about is if you guys want to see the training part of it, or if you want me to get through the training and then we start playing a campaign. Here we have also FM 7-10 Part 2. This is advanced operations. So now we start to get into example of play, vehicles, anti-tank combat, defensive setups, preparing for an air assault, reconstitution and replacement. Okay. So again, we start to get into more of the advanced rules. Lots of examples again, a lot of pictures, which is, I can tell you, it's important in this game. You need those. Okay. Now we have Field of Fire, Keep Up the Fire, Standalone Mission and Example of Play, Fields of Fire, Volume 1. Okay. Guide to units for this mission, rule simplifications, general mission rules, setting up the mission, organization and equipment, higher headquarter events, German force packages. Sorry. 9th Infantry, German units. So again, this is how general mission rules. So setting up. So I'm going to work my way through all this because I have struggled a couple times. I understand the terminology of the game because it was written by a former military officer, I think an Army officer, and it uses the terminology that I was used to in the Army. But I've struggled sometimes with some of the things, and I really want to work my way through that. Now here comes the 9th Infantry Regiment Manchus Vietnam Campaign Mission Book. Okay, so this is your Vietnam Campaign Mission Book. So all of it is for Vietnam. That's very cool. Here we have 9th Infantry Heartbreak Ridge Mission Book. So now this is the Korean book. Okay, so it's going to get us started in Korea. So you can see there's the different missions. So this is the campaign, working your way through the Korean conflict. And of course, here we have the 9th Infantry Division Regiment Nak Tong River, 1950. This is also Korea. So we're going to have a couple of different Korean campaigns that we can work through. Okay, here is 9th Infantry Regiment, Normandy Mission Book, June 8th through August 16th, 1944. So this is a very narrow section of the war. A lot happening there. So we have how to get started and how to start moving through the campaigns. He gives us historical notes about the route of the 9th Infantry Regiment through Normandy, Normandy Campaign Unit Guide, the TO&E, which is the Table of Organization and Equipment, and the Campaign Special Rules. Okay. And then we have the missions in there, and there's a total of 7 missions in there. And in this, there's just a lot of pretty cool, and there's a unit breakdown. There's the German, and back here should be the American. Yep, unit breakdown, pretty simple for the Americans, and there it is for the Germans. You have the Grenadiers, the Fallschirmjägers, and other multi-step units. Okay, now we get to update kit counters. A fully illustrated guide is available via the Fields of Fire page on the GMT Games website. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to get myself the fully illustrated. But here it tells us counters for updating first edition, which is what I have. Okay, and it's going to tell you left side, 2 blanks, and then what we do here. So I really got to look into this and see exactly if we're replacing or just if we're adding to them or replacing the counters. It is 2-sided for 3 sheets of counters. So here we have counter sheet number 1. This is the front. So here's ammo, different kinds of ammo, machine gun ammo, mortar ammo, tank ammo, recoilless ammo, rocket ammo, and the back sides is just more of the counters. Okay. Sheet number 2. Oops. Yep. And these have your small arms, fire markers, concentrate fire, grenades, mines, pending fire missions, okay, wound levels, cover, wrecks. There's some tanks, T-34s, T-34-85s. That would be Vietnam, most likely. Could be Korea. And then your different kinds of communication devices. And then we have update sheet number 3. And we have some heavy machine guns. And we have, looks like probably rifles, squads maybe, claymore mines, RPGs, artillery concentrations, again, infrared sights. So this is getting into your Vietnam sheets. Okay. Now we have this on there like that. Charts and tables, player aid 1. So 4.1.3, 4.1.2. So this should be the rule number probably. And then they have range, so they have different rules quoted on there. Transportation capacity, weapons capability, pyrotechniques, infantry combat, critical hits, and LAT limitation charts. Okay. Here we have action menus, Fields of Fire action menus. Number of cards drawn, so it tells you what your actions are, how they happen, what the cost is, and then details about it, who can use the cards. Movement actions, same thing, rally actions here, and then combat actions. So these are the cards that we'll be using. Here we have our Volume 1, 9th U.S. Infantry Normandy Campaign. So this is for the campaign. So we would make copies of this, of course. Then you have your Korean and Heartbreak Ridge, and of course Vietnam. Okay. Here we have, oops. Yep, one-sided sequence of play. So we need this. You got to work off the sequence of play, because if you don't, you'll miss a step. I guarantee you, I've done it a couple times, and you'll miss a step if you don't follow the sequence of play. I'm preaching it so that I remember it. You guys probably don't have a problem, but sometimes I do. I have to tell myself, do the sequence of play, Dave. Okay. Here's our helicopter control card, U.S. Marine Corps. So this would be for Vietnam. And landing zone, inbound pickup zone, loiter, looks like. Landing zone, yeah, it's the same thing. So I'm not sure why it's two-sided, but it's cool either way. Air assault planning card, mission 1. So that's how we do our missions 4 and 7. Mission 6. Okay, so we have cards to help us for the air assault. Vehicle anti-tank weapons charts. So we'll need all that when we start getting into that. And anti-tank combat resolution modifiers. Vehicle actions. Tank ambush. VOF modifiers, and PDF. Okay, so here we have the modifiers, and then we have our skills. So these are player aid number 2, and over here we have drawing, placing enemy packages, enemy spotter activity, enemy sniper activities, enemy fallback, enemy out of ammo procedures, fanatics, and human waves. Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition, enemy activity check hierarchies. Follow the procedure in 8.6.2 to select a unit, then check its activity for this turn with these charts. Okay. Key and explanation of some actions, enemy defensive activity check hierarchy. And so as you see, there's a lot here that you start checking to see what is the enemy going to do. And then we have our command display for the U.S. Army, World War II and Korea. And here we have the U.S. Army, Vietnam. Okay. Cool. So, a lot going on. And then we have this little tiny deck of Fields of Fire, Heartbreak Ridge. So these will be specific to Heartbreak Ridge for that campaign. So we don't need to open it because we're not there. So you can see there in the box is a lot of space that's taken up here. What I'm going to look at is I got to get the counters out. Well, I don't have to get them out. I got them right here. But I believe these counters, let's see, does it tell us on the board here that these are 5/8 counters? Okay. What I got to check is, I've been printing trays off to handle counters, and are the trays the right size for a 5/8 counter? Now I have a couple different ones, and I'm going to pull one open here that I've kind of been working in for my squad leader. I'm going to get this counter out. And yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'll just show you what I've got. This is a counter tray. As you can see, I'm getting it populated for the squad leader games that I have, my advanced squad leader. This tray holds 5/8 counters. And as you can see, it holds a lot of them. So you can start to be very detailed with these. And they have a nice lid on them too. So they fit, they stack very well. And I can't show you on that one because I got loose counters in it, but I think I can on this one. It's pretty tight. This one actually has a nameplate on it. Advanced Squad Leader Small Counters is what that means. So I won't be able to probably to do that, but I might be able to come up with a way to design my own nameplate to fit in there. But I think that's what I'll use, or probably those trays just like that, because there's a lot of these counters and we want to get them separated by what they are, so I'm not digging all the time. I can see where they're at. I think that's going to work really well for these, so I'll try that out. I'll let you know how that works. Okay. Ton of stuff that came in that box, and it's all very cool. So Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition. This is the upgrade kit for the game. So again, I got to go through, do a little homework, figure out which counters I'm either adding or placing to, start printing me some counter trays, probably do some counter clipping also on these so they're all rounded like everybody else is. And I think we'll be set. I'm going to start working through the field manuals and kind of get myself reorganized back into the game a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. Very excited about this. This is a great game. I know it is because I played it some. I just haven't been successful with it. Now I'm ready. Let's get in it. Let's get successful with this game. All right. I hope you enjoyed the open the box. Hope you enjoy seeing what's in it as an upgrade kit versus buying the actual game. If you don't have the game, you want to buy the Deluxe Edition game. If you do have the game and everything else is there and you just need to do the upgrade, then by all means order the upgrade kit. That's what I did. Okay, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And as always, leave me your comments. And please like the video. Give me a thumbs up. I hope this was informative for you. Hope you get something out of it. And hopefully we'll get a chance to do some playthrough here on Fields of Fire and get a feel on the game and really get into this. I love these types of games, and I think this is a great design. I really want to get into it. All right, I'll see you guys when we kick it off. All right, have a good one.